You guys, I will never be taking any customers like this woman right here ever again. She was just so mean, running around my house, acting like she owns a place, even sitting on my chairs outside while I was trying to fix up dinner. So she knocks on the doorbell, just banging it and ringing it and ringing it and ringing it. Every single one of the kids woke up. They were all thinking there was an emergency when they were all just trying to have a nap. So I let her inside, little Miss High and Mighty. She was coming inside, and I even showed her around, and she's over here judging. I could feel her judging behind my back. Anyways, we went inside, and I showed her my little studio where my makeup box is with my little brushes. I made sure I'm up to date whenever I have, the new makeup is out. I check to see if it's good brand, if it's healthy, and that's the only products that I use on my customers. That is it. And so, from the start, she decides to be a little toddler and fuss around while I'm trying to put the headband on her so I can keep it from going from her nappy edges. Like, literally, I'm going to be doing all this for you. I'm going to be trying to, make you look good for your event. You scheduled this, and you're acting like you don't know what's going on. Come on. You should know. You should be grown by now. I couldn't even put the foundation on her without her giving me some nasty side look. Grow up. It's literally just a product. And at your age, this is quite literally embarrassing considering how, you scheduled this early in the morning. You gave me the date and time, and I was generous enough to take your stuff, show you around, let you meet everybody, and you're just being this way. Don't get me started on how I tried to blend it out for her, and she was getting that makeup on every angle of my beauty blender, even where my fingers were. There should be no reason. I'm just trying to blend it out for you, to smoothen it out for you, and, to be a good makeup artist for you. And you're just, yapping about how the smell is, yapping about how, you don't like this shade, when it's literally the only shade that fits you. And don't get me started. When I showed her my contour, my latest, newest bought contour that I'm so proud of, that has worked well for so many other customers, she's deciding to act like she just watched somebody pick it up from the sewers. Are you kidding me? I couldn't even blend it out on her face that well. I couldn't even blend it out on her face. Moving it around, putting her hands up, screaming, no, 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 no. Literally, I'm trying my best to do this for you. It came to a point where I had to argue with her. Literally. I'm trying to blend it out for her. She's screaming, flicking it out of my hands. I have to scream at her like I'm her mother. And she's over here giving me an attitude like a young daughter. So I don't even know why she would even call up for this appointment if she's going to act this way. Then, I like doing my nose contour. But she was pretty dismissive about that. But her nose really, really needed contour after what I did with that concealer. And she wouldn't even stay still for that. Look at this lady moving her big nose in the wind as I'm trying to get it to snatch it down. And she's over here looking around, looking up at the sky like there's some deity that's supposed to help her. Come on. And I tried to get her to pick, a nice shade of blush that wouldn't be, too similar to what the mess I did on her face. So I tried to get her to like this pink. She didn't want to. But, it's my salon. I know what's best for you. So I'm going to put it on your face. Quite literally. And you can see here, she clearly had an atomic reaction to that. Next up was highlighter. I love this highlighter kit. It's so beautiful whenever I use it on my customers. They're always I love this. It makes me look like a mermaid. And I'm like, yes, that's what you're supposed to. But apparently not this lady. I bet this lady, I don't know what's wrong with her. She tried to neglect the highlighter, trying to say that it's too much. When I clearly am the artist here, there's no reason for you to be judging. If I really don't know what I'm doing, you might as well just not schedule an appointment and do your own makeup. Next was my beautiful, oh my gosh, I love this eyeshadow palette so much. But of course she had to ruin it for me. Moving around, flicking my brush. And she even had my brush. How did she get that in her hand? I'm trying to get it from her. And she's like, no, it's her property. So I'm like, fine, you can have it as long as you stay still and let me do your eyeshadow. And she was still refusing. And she proceeds to take the biggest, like the big side of the brush that she stole from me and put on some color that did not quite match her and proceed to blend it out like she was a child with crayons on a paper. Like, girl, at least have some white to contour it out. And she was like, no. So, of course, she ended up looking a little bit like a clown, just like her attitude. So I feel like that matched up pretty well. Next up was my eyeliner. Yes, I used the Moo Glamour one. It's so beautiful. It's so pretty. It's so creamy. Like, I love that. But of course, she kept on blinking and blinking. I'm like, stop, stop, stop. She's over here acting like I'm some kind of kid that's trying to annoy her when she quite literally called me early in the morning for her to get ready for this party. So she's over here screaming about, I'm begging her, please, please, stop, stop. And she's over here shaking her head saying like, oh, fine. Like, she's not the one who literally came over here to me to get her makeup done. Like, you could have had it done by one of your bratty little friends. Next up was my mascara, and I love mascara. But this woman was too much. Too much. Look at her begging and begging for me to stop when that's literally the finishing touch. Some of it even got on her eyebrows because she wanted to blink, blink, scream, 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 and wake up everybody else in the house that was trying to get their nap. So I'm trying to get her to check out her look, and she's over here telling me that, no, you did it wrong. You did it wrong. You didn't even stay still for me to do it. So I'm like, where's my money? Like, I literally wasted my time early in the morning. Where is it? And she refused with me. Guess what? She ran out of that house. So I'm not taking any more like this. Goodbye, everybody.